folks, and welcome back to In Stars and Time. We are making our way through the house as ever, because we have a whole multitude of sort of threads that we're following, for lack of a better way of putting it. We've run out of ways to learn more about the loops, so we've fallen back on trying to learn more about the king. And through a couple of loops and a couple of confrontations with the king, we've realized that the king appears to be from the island that no longer exists, the country that is now gone. Very much the same as Sif. But we haven't found much information about that place. We obviously located a diary much earlier on in the game, but this is sort of the first time we're properly diving back into it to see how it relates to the broader plot. So that's our top level goal right now, but in the meantime, we're also pursuing a couple of other threads, including learning more about the Change God through examination of the Change God statues within the house, and also our ongoing and ever-present quest to sharpen the key knife. And as we are hunting down these threads, as we're getting further and further from our original plot of trying to kill the king and save the world, our grasp of the loops has started to slip. Every time we jump around, more time is lost and our connection to reality frays evermore. But that's nothing to worry about. Nothing at all.
Don't think about it. Do not think it. There's also, I feel like there are more moments where, it's Sif using their powers, or there are little tiny skips. I feel like those are happening more and more. We're also seeing more of those echo ghosts of us here.
No, it's true, and it's hard to tell whether those ghosts are past loops that we're having little flashbacks to, that we loops that we don't remember, or whether they're reality itself fraying, or what's going on here. We really don't know.
Yeah, we do not know what that is.
Just to explain what's going on right now, we were originally going to use a tier to loop forward, but I also realized we'd already finished the floor, and all we had to do is beat this floor boss, and I realized that it's incredibly silly to hold on to, and quite possibly counterproductive to hold on to, but there's something about relying on tiers to go a minute ahead that freaks me out. I'm not gonna lie.
I kind of agree, and we might do that and then lose a loop or two.
Yeah. Oh, definitely. At this point, 100%. If we do that, we will lose a loop or two.
Yeah. And that is freaky, and we're going to have to do that though.
Yeah, I was about to say what I'm describing is incredibly futile.
Yes,
we're not going to be able to fight this entropy because we're already doing it. We're already it doesn't matter, it's fine. But I don't know, in that moment I suddenly was have we already literally finished the floor? Were we about to tier forward?
In a place where we have already done it. It's
yeah,
what's even the point?
It just felt really, I don't know, it felt sad and bad and not good to me. So I decided I'd just beat the floor boss because it was easy.
Nope. That is a good call. Yep.
And hey, we're level 66. We learned regenerate.
What does that do?
I don't know.
Regenerate.
I have no idea what regenerate is. So hey, it was worth it? Question mark?
Good.
What
good
is
for us. Let's see what that does. Call loop.
For 3 turns, a family member regenerates 10% of HP every turn for every turn. Okay. Cool.
For 5. Okay. And oh, nice. Okay. That's cool.
Neat.
Yeah. Very neat. Okay. So what do we, the third floor, we need the hidden room that has the diary. We already found, and then we'll have to sharpen the key knife when we get it before we cut with it. Is what we have to do, because we have to make
yes, that's correct. We have to get it, then we have to sharpen it, and we have to tell it that we love it and that we want it to be good.
We need it to be sharp forever.
Yeah. Also, this is a scene that I wanted to come back to, which is Bonnie hearing us talk about death prior to, without us being family loop.
Yeah, okay.
Because last time we did a little reset. So, Bonnie has a crab face.
Yep. Okay.
Talking about death.
Yeah.
How do you want to deal with bodies?
Bonnie, stop moving.
You make sure not to look in Bonnie's direction.
What about you, Sifrin?
You kind of wish this conversation would apply to you. Bury me at the highest peak. It won't happen. It doesn't matter. Carry my ashes with you.
Oof. These are all brutal.
Well, I think two of the three of them are meant to be jokes.
Yeah,
or at
they
least
are.
will be interpreted as jokes.
Yeah, these two.
Yeah. Which one do you want to pick?
I kind of want to pick the brutal, like truthful one.
This one? It won't happen.
Oh, see,
or carry me with your ashes.
Like it won't happen. It doesn't matter. It feels like the hopeful, uplifting. We're not gonna die. Like.
That's true. I mean,
no?
I think that's probably how the rest of the room would read it. I think Sif is being,
but,
yeah. But yeah.
Sif's being literal. It's not gonna happen. It doesn't matter. Either that one or carry my ashes with you.
Okay.
God. Huh. Carry your ashes? Like, cut your ashes into equal parts like a pizza?
We'd each get a part of you.
Kind of morbid. But,
that way we can still have fun.
A ghost Sifrin to play pranks on me at all times? I'm not so sure about that.
You can leave me behind for 2 hours a day.
How generous of you. I may have to take you up on that offer then. A personal ghost Sif, huh? Okay. Hey, are you done talking? Because it's snack time, baby! Oh. We just jumped. Okay.
That's all good.
Okay.
Okay. Not pineapple. We'll just go the Madeleines.
Yeah. Hey, Bonnie.
Bonnie is listening to you all talk about burial rituals earlier. You know, adults are stupid.
Huh?
We like to think about every possible thing that could happen, even though it probably won't.
I don't know what you're talking about. I wasn't listening earlier.
You don't say anything.
But what if everyone...
We won't.
But you don't know that.
I do.
Oh.
I won't let anything happen, Bonnie. I promise.
A new scene. Okay. I promise to. I won't let anything happen either.
Bonnie smiles confidently. You smile back. You got a memory of promise.
Oh.
You will always remember this.
If the kid has memory of promise equipped, they'll be more likely to buff everyone's stats during battle.
Okay.
I really wanted to follow up on that scene. That also was the other reason why I'm like, I can just fight the floor boss. I really wanted to follow up on that.
That was a good call. I'm really glad that we checked in on that scene. Yeah, because we still got, even though we didn't do the whole like family stuff and we didn't do Bonnie's whole like training background thing, like that was still a really great moment.
Yeah,
you know?
It's still a moment of connection. Absolutely.
Yeah. Oh.
I don't have to talk with everyone else. Do you want me to?
I don't. Yeah, we could probably just go.
Yeah,
Maybe
I
make
think we
a
can
save
just
and
go.
go.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Might as well make a that save or new save.
Yeah,
Either
this
way.
is fine.
Awesome.
Okay.
What loop did it save we were on?
I don't
Was it
know.
still 30?
I didn't see. I'm sorry. I wasn't looking.
No, it's okay. Okay.
Okay.
Alright,
All right.
yeah.
Okay, let's do this thing.
Okay. Empty key.
Yes.
Oh.
Yes. Okay.
Yep.
All right.
Okay.
First things first, hidden room.
Hidden room. Because getting to the hidden room is not a dead end, right?
No, it's just a little pocket universe. Here we go.
Yeah, okay. Secret passage. Here we go. Okay, let's go check out that diary.
Let's see what's up with it.
Oh, I'm nervous. Oh,
Okay.
okay. Is this right?
No, okay, so that's what I thought. I guess the diary is different. What is the diary?
Oh, what is... Okay. This isn't it, right? Or is this it?
No, this isn't it. This is what I thought it was.
Crap. What is the Okay.
Okay, wait a sec.
Diary.
What diary?
Was it,
That's a cookbook. Sorry.
Is it in the library? Is it in the house library instead?
I mean, there's the
Sorry,
there's
I'm
the
just
list
thinking.
of checked out books in the house library. But that's different.
Yeah, because the diary was something that we, like, literally had clicked through before, right?
Clearly, because
Yeah.
they said, you know which diary we're talking about. Oh wow, I straight up, I really don't know.
I'm blanking too. I mean, all I can think of
This
is
may be just a terminology thing where I'm just like, whatever they're calling a diary, I'm not thinking of as a diary.
Yeah. Now I'm thinking of second floor library. Crap. Well, that's annoying.
But isn't the second floor library the book on craft and then also the book of checked out books?
Is that all that was in there?
I don't know. I mean, we can go back.
I don't remember.
That's easy. I just wish we were on the second floor. I wish we just
I
done it
know.
then.
I know.
But I
Damn
also
it.
don't remember.
Did you save before you moved
We just
forward?
saved. We just saved a moment ago.
Yeah, did you save on this floor or on the second floor? Is what I mean. Because you could just
It
load
doesn't
that.
matter. No, you can't. It's the floors between floors are also their own thing.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Yeah, you can't go backwards.
Okay. Okay. You can only go backwards by going forwards, basically.
Yes.
You know what I mean? You know
Yes.
what I mean? That's a weird way to think of it, but that's, I think, technically how it works, you know?
Yes. I mean, that's not necessarily the way I would have put it, but you're not wrong. You're absolutely not wrong. Okay. All right.
Well,
There's not any reason for anything in here.
yeah, I was gonna say, is there any point in us doing this if we're just gonna bounce?
Well, key knife.
Oh, I guess, yeah, key knife. Yeah.
We're already here.
gonna-
There's no reason not to get the key knife.
I guess then if we get the key knife, even if we loop, we will still have the key knife?
I don't know, but I assumed it would be like every other item we get.
Yeah, let's test that. That's
Yeah.
fair. Since we're already here. Okay. Sorry, I'm like really thrown off now. I'm like, diary.
I don't think it's in
Yeah.
the library. I'm gonna straight up say it. That doesn't sound right to me.
Okay.
I don't know where it might be, and I don't have a better idea, so I'm down to go try it. But the library again to me was the oh shoot. Well,
Shit.
this is what happens when you don't pay attention.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
This is what happens when I'm thinking too hard about a diary and not about what I'm doing. That's a real rough moment for me. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, no.
God.
I'm so sorry.
Well, okay, now we have to like think, right? Because like,
how do we want to do this?
Yeah, what do we want to do?
Oh no. Oh no. Well, I guess at that point,
Let's just go to the library. Let's go to the library. Maybe it's the other. Maybe it's not the secret library, because I'm thinking about the secret library.
Oh no, I'm just thinking about the regular library.
Okay, I misunderstood. Sorry, I was thinking about in the secret library. Okay.
Oh,
interesting. Ominous.
That was
ominous. I wasn't. I think you're right. I think it's in the normal library. I think I've gotten so caught up on the secret library.
I mean, I think, to be honest, I feel like the secret library could also be valid, but I don't think that.
No,
I think the books it's just what you already described. The books that are there.
Yeah, I was about to say. I think
the regular library.
Yes, I think you're correct. I was just getting confused because when you said library, I was thinking about the secret library, and I'm pretty damn sure it's not there. But you're right; it's probably in the regular library. So let's do it.
Yeah. Okay, get the key.
I can't believe I just walked straight up to a tier and activated it.
You did. You just were like,
no, absolutely no, like, self-defense. Like, nothing at all.
Like, no hesitation. You were like, yes.
Nope.
Like, idiot.
I'm like, this is fine. Here we go.
Honestly, it's probably for the best because now it's got us, like, back here going to the library.
I think you're right. I think it is probably for the best. Okay.
All right,
it's this diary.
This diary. This is what I was thinking of.
Okay, you're right. Sorry. Again, I apologize. No I got too focused on that sparkly door to the right.
I got so confused. I mean, it might be fun to go look in the secret library again to see if there's anything we missed in there, but I don't think so. But okay, I guess let's read through this.
You probably should right now. Sure.
We do not have time. Is what I would usually say, but I also love to think about boring, mundane, everyday problems for a bit. Dear diary, save us from thinking about our problems. Belle, pick a page. 1 page, and then we're going.
Hi, I'm reading again. Okay,
Everyone huddles around her. Mirabelle takes a deep breath and opens it straight in the middle.
Okay. Mom told me to clean my room today. I hate cleaning my room. My room isn't even dirty. Why doesn't she understand? Ugh. Also, Dad noticed no one can say the name of the island north of here anymore. I tried to say it yesterday, and I got like the weirdest headache for hours. Might trick my friend into saying it tomorrow.
The rest is just doodles of a little girl laughing uproariously.
The island north of Vogard. I remember when it happened. Well, remember isn't the right word, is it? We all just know something happened. An entire stretch of land disappearing from people's minds doesn't happen often, does it?
I think my village was really close to it. My sister said it was all everyone could talk about for weeks.
That's so frightening. I'm glad that whatever happened, she didn't get caught up in it.
Oh. Yeah. Still, that country's name. What was its name again?
Oh, I think it was something like...
Don't!
Say it! Crab!
The name of this country. You try to remember. 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 Only silence answers you. Is this what the king wanted you to remember? Just remember it. Say it. Make it real.
We have is it that we have to say it, because if we say it we actually make it real again? Because we have power. Remember, like, we have this power in our words, like, you know, when we're doing our carvings or we're doing like a task, like we kind of will something into be, like, to be. Like, is this actually, like, does this power run that deep where
Maybe.
if we
I mean,
say
we
it,
haven't tested out that what you're describing yet to see whether it is magical or whether it is like habit. I'm not disputing it. I'm not disputing it. I think it's interesting that we're doing these two things in parallel to see more
Yes.
about what Sifrin can do and how Sifrin uses craft and things like that.
Yeah.
I mean, I also think, like, to be able to say the name is overcoming whatever craft caused it to be to disappear in the first place.
True.
We also know that there's like the language floating around, so like that in and of itself would be a very powerful move. But no, I think what you're describing is very interesting.
It's just a theory.
Yeah.
Like, you're right. We have no real, like, proof of that yet.
Yeah, that's a
but-
very, very new piece of information that we haven't gotten to explore much.
Yeah, you're right.
You can't say it. You don't even want to try, but you turn to Isabeau. But can you try to say it anyway?
Oh. Huh, but why? It's just gonna give me a headache.
Isabeau looks at you. Something about your expression makes him reconsider.
Well, sure, Sif. I'll say it. That country's name was... You know, I had it before, but now that I'm actively trying to remember it, nothing comes to mind.
Huh, is that so?
You're dumb, Zaw. I know it. It's... Well... But...
Wait.
Huh? What's...
Can't remember it either, yeah? When you asked me, answering you felt automatic, like if you asked me what 1 + 1 makes. But trying to remember it now is more like...
Like calculating 72 times 89!
Nah, that's 6,408. I have a brain and I know how to use it.
What?
Isabeau? Nah, it felt more like asking me to remember my first steps. How can I remember that? I can't remember that. How can you expect me to remember that?
What a terrible analogy. But I can't seem to remember it either. When we were talking about it, I could think it clearly, but trying to remember it now, let alone say it.
I can't remember the country itself either. I just remember it was an island north of Valgard. And it had a different belief than the changed belief, didn't it? Something about the sky?
You know, the universe.
That's right!
Ooh.
The universe!
Oh, yeah. Like, stars and stuff.
Now you remember stars now, huh?
You remember stars.
Sorry, it's so inconsistent, which is wild.
Funny.
Yeah, it's really funny.
Yeah. We also know that people could remember that country clearly before. And... Ugh, my head is killing me.
And we know that trying to remember stuff makes our brains hurt.
Let's stop here. It'd be bad to fight the king with a raging migraine.
Yeah. Sorry we couldn't say it, Sif.
You don't respond.
Hmm?
Stars. So the king is from that country as well. The country no one can remember. Your country. The country you were born in, raised in, spent your entire childhood in. And yet, even now, thinking about it, what it may have looked like, you can't even imagine it. For a long time now, you haven't been able to remember anything about it. You forget it even exists half the time. Anything linked to that country has just stopped existing for you. Your childhood, your parents, your life, your language, your culture, your faith, the stars, the constellations, the universe. It's all gone. Forgotten. The king, he was from there. You're sure of it. And then something happened, and the country disappeared without a trace, unable to be remembered by anyone. No one can remember what made everyone forget about its very existence. But something must have, right? But if it happened, if he's so attached to it, he asked you if you remember it every single time you see him. If he's so attached to that country, why would he be so obsessed with Vogard then? Why would he decide to freeze it all in time? You can't figure it out quite yet, but there must be something somewhere. Something that's similar to his goal.
Okay. Okay. There must be something somewhere. What? Huh. What are you thinking, Gina?
I'm just thinking. I mean, okay, so
Whoa.
is it implying that there is like a sample ground for this somewhere in the house or somewhere? That there's something, because okay, so my first thought before that final question is like the king is trying to freeze Vogard so it can't disappear. It can't be changed.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. But then the final
that was
question,
my thought too.
yeah, but then the final question is like, what? I mean, my first thought went to the star room because like there's the weirdness with the stars being, it's like it's always night around the king.
Yes.
And so he's tall enough that he can even see the stars because it's always night around him. He can just look right at them. That's not to do with Vogard, but that's one thought I had. Is there anything else that's preserved? That's kept safe?
Oh, I mean, Mirabelle's Change God statue.
It is preserved, that's true.
I mean, that could be that it just was not smashed, but we don't really know why or how all of these statues were smashed. If they just are kind of assuming it was the king that did it, which it might be, but
it might be. It also could be something just to do with like all of the people who made those statues are frozen and therefore incapable of change now.
Right. Whereas like Mirabelle is still is not frozen, therefore her statue is the only one that's preserved. Yeah.
Exactly. Like that was my first thought. That doesn't mean that's what's going on, but it could have something
I
to
like
do with
that though. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, it's like, is there anything in the house where
I'm so sorry. I clicked on the carrot method book and I thought I could skip through it and I can't. So this is what we're doing. Oh my god.
No
I'm
worries.
so sorry.
You keep doing that while I'm like theorizing here. I mean, the other thing I can think of, like, are we trying to think of anything in the house that maybe had been erased? Because I mean, there's plenty of stuff in the house that is like frozen. Like the people are all frozen here.
Sorry. Yeah, there's plenty of preserved people, but that happened because of the king, not something that would have inspired the king.
That's true. That's true.
Okay, let me...
Is there anything in the head housemaiden's room? Because I'm kind of caught up on her saying that this is her fault. You know? Like, something about that is kind of like weirding me out a little bit.
I know. It also
Or maybe I'm
would be
reading too
the
much
thing that
into
the
it.
game always does, where that's only accessible if I go back in time now. So that feels possible. Okay, what are the rooms? We have the big door. We have the book in the star room. We have the garden room. We have the pottery room. We have Mirabelle's room. We have the body craft room. We have the candles room. We have the one with oranges, where we go nya. We got
We don't nya anymore. We're too tired.
No more nyawing for us. We have the storage room with the people in it where we get the glass. We have the other storage room. We have the gosh.
I can't believe you're able to name all these.
We got the classroom. We got the
Mirabelle's room, dorm room.
Yeah, we have Mirabelle's room. Mirabelle's room, Bodycraft, and the big door are all right next to each other. We have the bathroom. We have the secret room. We have the room that's attached to the secret room. We have a whole bunch of little closets.
I want to go to the observatory with the book that we clearly cannot read. I want to do that, and I want to go there, and I want to go to the head housemaiden's room, which is right here, but we just have to like loop and come back to it.
Okay. Do you have a preference?
No. Sorry.
Okay, all right.
Maybe head housemaidens, just because I said it first.
Okay.
It could be nothing. Like, it might not be anything. This might be a situation where like we have to talk to Loop and get some more clues. So,
you know what I can try to do?
You can call Loop.
I don't think this will do anything, but it's worth checking in.
You know, that's not a bad idea.
What should I do next? I know we're doing so many different things. I need help with finding more about the king. So the king is from that country! The country no one can remember. The way he asks if you remember every time you meet him. The way he talks about the stars, the universe. I never knew before. Never would have guessed. But then... Why is he so focused on Vogard? Exactly! Why freeze Vogard in time specifically? We know he appeared in Vogard in his adulthood. In the city of Corbeau, right? It's a nice place to live. And he must have stayed long enough to have put down some roots. He said earlier, he thought Vogard was perfect. Perfect. And yet he wanted to freeze it in time. Freezing something perfect in time. Somehow it reminded me of something, but I forgot. You should look around for something similar to what he wants.
Okay.
It's like pressed flowers or something like that.
I'm trying to think of anything preserved. Have we run into any writings about Corbeau? I don't think so.
I mean, the news article.
That's true. That's true. Is there anything preserved? Either way, let's like maybe. Let's loop to the head housemaiden's room, and then I would love to go to the star room.
Okay.
I don't know. Are you thinking of anything else? Like,
no, I just if it is something preserved, I'm trying to think of what that would be and, where. Because we
Anything
know
in
it's in the star
bodycraft?
room, you know?
Yeah, that's true.
I don't know. I
Um,
like I said, I could be wrong. I don't know.
Yeah, we already did the library, so we know that like there's nothing in the library.
Well, I can do the head housemaiden's room.
Okay.
There's nothing in my mind that's like, oh yeah, I remember the flowers in her room or something like that. But that doesn't mean there's nothing there. I'm not picturing it.
Same, which is kind of I'm having the exact same thing, which is I think oddly why I want to go check it out is because I just can't remember if there is
I guess there's just a lot
anything.
of rooms, that's all.
Yeah, that's all. So
And they have a habit of putting it in like the trap room or things like that.
right,
But we'll see.
right. That was the other thing too. I was kind of thinking of the meta of it all, like that this room gets cut off.
Oh,
And
I was making the opposite the opposite point, but yes, the fact that it does get cut off is fair. I was more saying that like this game tends to hide progression things in like innocuous rooms you've already been to.
Yeah, that's true. That is very true.
Like
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if this was in one of the other dead end routes because there's 2 dead ends that we've straight up not revisited, and that's what I'm wondering if it's in
Oh,
like that.
you're right. At the tier intersection, like if we go north, like, oh, okay, that's an old thing, I think.
No, I think we just got a new prompt, so
that
that's
new?
good.
I looked away. What was it about?
It's just we can ask him about why he chose the name the king.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Memes. Okay. Nothing about other. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, I don't think it's in here.
Damn. All right.
Yeah, I again, I wouldn't be surprised if this was hidden in one of the dead end rooms.
Yeah. Okay. Well, do you, if you'd like to do that instead, we could go to a dead end.
Yeah, do you want to cut away real quick and we can jump back to one of the dead ends?
Sure. Yeah. Let's do that. Oh, okay, okay.
Okay, wait,
Okay.
this is different. You're glad to have the picture back. Sorry, it said you're glad to have the picture back. It's proof that you're here on this journey. Proof that you were with your family members.
Yeah,
Proof that you love them.
We've just been like wandering around.
Well, we have full
We have a
transparency.
hunch.
We have a hunch, but
Yeah.
we'll see. Even if you forget, and you forget a lot, it's proof that you and your friends existed. Proof that you were happy. Proof that this moment happened.
Mm-hmm.
Perfectly frozen in time. Okay, yeah, we were right. Check that
Yeah.
out.
Okay. Okay. Can
we
we
were right,
explain
not
this a
with
little
you
bit?
all. There's not much to explain. We were looking for something frozen in time, and then we thought about the mirror.
It's like a picture is a moment frozen in time. Like
just
it
like Sif
captures
just
a
said.
specific
Yeah.
moment. Like that's so good.
Yeah.
But yeah. Oh man. Huh.
After the country was forgotten, the king was welcomed by Vogard, wasn't he? Welcomed and helped and loved, to the point where he sees Vogard as perfect. But no one knows why the country was forgotten. What's keeping Vogard from being forgotten the exact same way? Wasn't it his duty, as thanks for welcoming him, to make sure that such a fate would never befall Vogard? What else could he do but make sure this perfect country was preserved in amber forever? How could he ever let go? You understand the king more than you'd like to, but still, you want to talk to him again. Yeah.
Let's do it.
That's a
Let's
really
do it.
interesting way to sort of think about it, I guess. That like if you have no memories of your past and no, physical objects, no point of reference, did it ever even happen? And, ensuring that at least Vaugarde never like was lost in that same way. It's not really about Vaugarde, it's just about fear.
Yeah, exactly. It's the fear of both you and others for forgetting how great this place was again.
Well, and also,
because
if-
it's like,
If there's no proof that it existed, did it ever really happen?
Did it
Did it ever really
exist?
matter?
yeah,
This is a way at least of ensuring that there's
It
something
always
tangible
exists.
that he can walk through the streets and say, this did exist. Even if, I ended it, it did exist and it mattered to me, if nothing else.
right, exactly. Because as it stands right now with the missing island, there's nothing of that. There's like, or at least I know that's not true, but it feels like there's no proof of its existence.
Well, it barely
Even though,
matters
like,
to the
we're
people
finding
that
things.
were from there because they can't remember it.
Right.
I mean, it's like the only thing that matters, don't get me wrong, but it also doesn't because how could it? Because there's no,
there's nothing to remember.
they can't picture the hills, they can't picture the stars, they can't picture their language or their culture or their friends or their family. So it's gone, in a lot of
Yeah.
ways.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, trying to look at the
Um,
stars. Yeah. Okay.
That's not the star room. That's just the door with the
Oh, the door.
open phrase.
The door. Yeah.
Yep.
Sorry. You're right.
It's okay. the star room is up there.
Yep. Oh, there's just so much.
I know. It's funny
Honestly-
that like when I was naming all the rooms though, for some reason the picture room never sticks with me. I have a weird aversion to the picture room.
Something about it feels off, though. I agree. You know what I mean? Like, it's kind of funny that the picture room was the one that doesn't stick with you.
Yeah.
Because it's the room about preserving a
Right?
memory and preserving time.
There is
like-
something, I don't know if that's deliberate because it is a memorable room. You have to do it every time you get the photo. Like I should remember it, but there is something funny about how it just kind of glances off.
It feels very thematic.
It does. It absolutely does. Okay, we're on the 3rd floor. There's no reason not to just progress it naturally to get to the king.
Yeah, we want to, because like we want to get the key. Well, we might
Yeah,
as well get the key knife.
exactly.
too. Yeah,
So
key
I think
knife,
we're just gonna
sharpen
see
it.
this all the way through.
that works. Oh, this is so interesting. I realize we're doing like a lot of hopping around, but I feel like that's sort of that's what this game is now.
Yeah, I don't
It's
think
just-
there's a way to avoid that at this point, honestly.
No.
Screw it. I don't need to do the all-out attack. Just end
Yeah,
it.
it'll be
There we go.
dead now.
Yep.
There it is.
Okay. Yeah, I feel like the hopping
crap.
around is part of it. The chaos of it is part of it.
Right.
Okay.
Both the literal like us hopping around in the episode like cuts plus the hopping between loops and things. Like we gotta jump around.
Yeah, no,
Um,
it's feeling very untethered, but in a very deliberate way.
Yeah, it's starting to feel a little panicked. Like
Yeah,
a little
yes.
frantic.
It is
Yeah.
definitely feeling frantic. I agree with that description wholeheartedly.
Yeah. It's like you don't wanna lose momentum, but every time like we like fuck something up because we like misremembered something, it's like like I just wanna get through this shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Want to do a bathroom scene?
Yeah, let's see if anything changes. Okay. Bathroom.
You close the bathroom stall door. You clench and unclench your fists, not knowing what to do with yourself. You try not to breathe too loudly. Sometimes you feel so much anger. Why do they not remember? Why are you the only one living like this? You're the only one living and knowing and experiencing the same moments over and over again. Why is it just you? Why shouldn't everyone feel this pain? Why should you be the only one stuck here when you've done nothing wrong? Is this some kind of curse? You always felt awful about not remembering, and now you have to live your life knowing you're the only one who remembers this time.
Did the screen change a little bit?
Oh yeah, it's got noise going.
It's got noise and static going now, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, just want to make sure.
Remembering every single moment, every single sentence, every single battle, wound, death, everyone unaware. You grab fistfuls of your hair and tug. It's not fair. 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 You want it all to be over. This loop, this life. You're caught between a sequence of life and death and life again, going through the motions until the next time the loop restarts. It's torture. Every second of it. And everyone is acting like nothing's wrong. Why do they get to ignore it? Get to keep acting like actors in the play they don't know the ending to. You hate them all.
Oh,
Your
no.
family members, the whole country, the world should know this pain. The whole world should suffer as you've suffered. Sometimes you understand the king more than you'd like to. You breathe out, trying to keep your anger close to your body. You shake from it, but it's fine. You dust yourself off and exit the bathroom.
Oh.
I mean, we're playing real fast and loose with Sif's everything right now.
Yeah, I feel responsible for this. You know?
But also,
Like,
you know, the scenario is deeply unforgiving.
yeah. Yeah.
I suppose it's possible to just play this game. No, I mean, it's not possible to, like, not loop, you know?
Yeah, you literally have to.
Yeah.
Like, I wonder if, like, can you limit your number of loops? I'm sure you can.
That was where my initial thought was going. It's like, it's definitely possible to limit, like, not do what we're doing right now, which is just playing, you know.
Willy-nilly.
Yeah, exactly. But also, I don't know. You're still in, you know, stuck. You're still, you know, the system is still gonna get you.
Right. Yeah. Because it almost seems silly to not do that, because at some point it's like you're going to, because you're stuck in this loop. Like, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like that feels so like fatalistic, but it's like, well, we might as well do this because like, why the fuck not?
Yeah, this is what life is, and you know, you gotta
Yes.
do what you gotta do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Want me to
alright,
skip
let's see if
this?
there's- Yeah, I can read it, see if there's anything new.
Okay.
All right, everyone refreshed. Noses powdered up. Bodies emptied.
Emptied.
Haha, emptied. Zah, she's asking if you pooped.
All refreshed, nose powdered, and bodies emptied over here, madame.
Zifrin,
You nod.
good. Let's get going then, shall we?
Key
Okay.
knife. Let's
Alright,
go.
key knife time. Yay! All right. Yep. Face obscures, search of, yep. Okay.
Intact statue of the Change God stands. I need the knife, but I am curious what happens if I don't join in.
Oh, I don't want to do it this time. I want to get the knife, and then if we sharpen it, maybe we keep it forever, and then it won't matter.
Fair enough.
You know what I mean?
Yep, nope, fair enough. We got the key knife. Woo! A knife!
No! Never gets old.
Whoop!
Neat.
All right, let's take care of this key knife.
Okay. Sharpen that key knife. Yes. Good job, everybody.
I can't fast forward through this, so I'm just gonna click.
No, I know.
Here
It just
we go,
happens.
Here we go. Here we go. Thank the
Okay.
change God. Okay.
Whatever.
Key knife.
Okay.
Let's go.
Knife.
I didn't get the sharpening stone.
Gina.
We weren't on this floor for that. The sharpening
You're
stone's on the
right.
first floor.
It's on the first floor. We were on the first floor, except I don't remember. That was so many loops back. Oh no. Or do we keep the key knife with us if we jump down there?
Of course we
No,
don't.
we
No, that's not how that works.
Oh.
Okay.
I'm sure everyone watching has been dreading this moment up until
Well, they didn't know. They wouldn't know that we didn't have the sharpening
Yeah, I
stone.
guess that's fair.
We weren't
Yeah,
here
I
for the
didn't
key
even-
knife. We were here for the picture.
That's right. That's right. We came here for the picture, and we were just like, oh, might as well do the key knife. But
Okay,
we didn't.
my
that up.
might as well, and we don't need to do it right now. I don't think it's. I mean, we can. This is literally the same conversation we had last time we were at the King. We can go get the sharpening stone to finish the key knife quest if we want, or we can just go talk to the King because we have a lot to talk to the King about. And we're already here. I don't really care.
Let's just go talk to the king since we're already here.
Okay.
And then when we get whatever information we get, we're probably gonna have to do stuff on the first floor again. And then we can actually do the key knife. We just gotta remember to grab the sharpening stone.
Fine.
Yeah. That's fine.
Well, in that case, we needed the key knife anyway to get through the hair, so that it's not like we could have avoided going over there. So yada yada
Yep.
yada 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 yada. Okay, King time, but first this thing. We'll see you in a sec.
Yep.
So I know we said we were going to go fight the king, but we had a chat while we were fighting the floor boss a little bit, and mostly we've been running around. There's a lot of this episode that's not in this episode of us just kind of running around. We've been recording for a while, and we want to beat the king after we talk with him, because we want to give talking with Isabeau on the roof another shot. We briefly debated talking to the king and then dying, so that would be the end of the episode, but then we do want to go to the roof because we want to progress the Isabeau plotline. So
Yeah.
I think
it's
what
like
we're gonna-
not really in our benefit to ever like lose on the king right now.
Exactly. Like there, getting to the roof is beneficial regardless. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to actually end the episode here. I know it's kind of an anticlimax, but we want to set up for next episode to have as much information as possible, to talk to the king, to go to the roof, and to progress the major plot lines, because I think we do have in hand a lot of the pieces that we need. Despite the fact that it feels frenetic and we still haven't sharpened the dang key knife.
Yeah. This was bound to happen though, like at this point in the game where like some of these episodes are just gonna be us like running around looking for stuff, like fighting things, like trying to remember shit. And yeah, like you said, the freneticism of that is just really mounting. But yeah, we'll be ready to go with with all of our questions for the king. Hopefully that gets us somewhere and gets things moving.
Yeah, I think so. I feel like this, 3 different sequences that we had in the past, 2 episodes have led to the conclusion, oh, I think I get this guy.
Yeah.
And it feels like that's the conversation. It's like, yeah, we have a few more questions, but it's not even about asking questions about this point. It's about connection. It's about saying, I get it, man, but you gotta stop.
Yeah, understanding his motivations and sort of understanding how he ticks. For sure. Yeah, that is very true.
Which I think is cool, that it's not about who can, make a bomb and do the most damage. It's potentially about, understanding and empathy.
Right. And maybe that's how we're gonna ultimately stop the king, is through just talking to him. I mean, it seems like that's kind of what he wants. He just wants if we can remember and we can all get say it, and give him reason not to preserve Vogard in time.
Yeah. I have a hot take though.
Yeah?
So what?
What do you mean, so what?
So we talk down the king, so the king willingly undoes the spell. We've undone the spell every single time we talk to the house maiden.
That's true, we still loop.
Yeah. So this is interesting. This is very interesting, but
why are we even bothering with this?
So what? This is one of those I feel like Loop has given us some little tasks of this will keep you busy, Stardust. I mean, Loop didn't want us connecting with the king straight up, so that's interesting
true.
in of itself, but it does feel like we have this go keep yourself busy, Stardust. Trust me, you don't want to think about what happens when you're not busy.
And we're just falling apart as we're doing this, and
we'll fall apart a whole lot worse if we have an empty quest log and it's well, what now?
That is very true. I like this hot take that this all might just be pointing to the futility of it all.
Yeah,
we're doing this, but it's not gonna lead to anything because it's not.
What's so interesting though about this game is that it is a game that is haunted and pervasive with nihilism. Why does it matter? Why does connecting with these people matter? Why does doing your best matter? Why does saving the day matter? Why does anything matter if, ultimately everything is forgotten and everything is lost and nobody is remembered and so on and so forth? Taking outside of the time loop, that's a very haunting but real thing that humanity has to wrestle with. Why be good to people if the world could end tomorrow? But also this game is about empathy. Yeah, and this game seems to be about connection and the goodness of being good, even if it doesn't matter cosmically.
Right.
But so it's interesting. It's both of those things can be true, where it's it's a it's a kind game in that you have these powerful connections with people and it's about understanding the king and understanding the people in town and all of that, but also it is a very scary nihilistic game at the same time, and I'm curious what the final conclusion is, given those two not conflicting themes, but those two foci.
Yes. Yeah, that is such a good point. Oh, I love that. Yeah. It's if you're just a speck in the universe and you ultimately don't matter. In the grand scheme of things, you're nothing. You're you're stardust. You're just you're existing for this moment and then you're gone. Why put in any effort to make connections? But it's but those are real, and those matter in those moments. And even though we're on loop 43, these people that were with her are still real in this moment. So yeah, it's I like that push-pull. Oh my god. Okay, I can't wait to play more. I'm excited to talk to the king. Looking forward to seeing where this leads. I know it's gonna be rough.
Yeah,
ultimately,
no kidding. But I am looking forward to seeing what happens next time.
All right, we'll see you next time, folks.
Bye.